Hello, my name is Lewis Tyler, Managing Editor of International Fire and Safety Journal. Delighted to be here on the HAFEX stand. Joining me, of course, Ufuk. Shan, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm very well, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Now, for those of you that don't know, Ufuk is the CEO and fire engineer of HAFEX. Now, I know from the company's perspective, you do a lot across various industries. So, first, I would like to really ask you, from all of the industries you work across, renewable energies, offshore, what are the main fire challenges that customers are seeing now?
Yes, so we work with, ship like maritime industry, transportation, wind turbines, the renewable energy sector, battery energy storage systems. So the biggest challenge is detecting the fire early. So if you detect the fire early enough, you can extinguish the fires at the right stage. However, another challenges are the maintenances that other fire extinguishing systems are facing. Like you need to maintain them every year or 6 months or every 2 years. You need to do pressure checks or relieve pressure or increase the pressure depending on what the system requires. However, in our system, you're not related to any maintenance for 15 years. And, there are other complications as well. So far for this,
And then just in terms of, protecting sensitive electrical infrastructure, I know you guys do quite a lot of that. So how do you go about protecting that with your solution?
Right. So we have two types of chemicals. One is potassium nitrate based, another one is strontium nitrate based. So strontium nitrate is not hydrophilic, therefore it is not getting in touch with the humidity. Therefore it doesn't cause corrosion to sensitive electronics like potassium nitrate ones does. So we use potassium nitrate in non-sensitive electronic rooms, and we use strontium nitrate based ones in sensitive electronic rooms. So we protect approved supplier of many telecommunication companies around the world. We protect many data centers. So we are solving this problem with S-type aerosol.
And then just in terms of those critical infrastructures, are you seeing a growth in demand because of, I think it's fair to say there's been a boom in investment in that industry. You as a company, are you seeing huge?
Yes, we see a huge demand as the technology is rising and there is so much more data centers are being made. As the technology is evolving, we see so much telecommunication companies growth and related companies to telecommunication companies, which is providing service to them, also growing. So the demand is so much high, and every year the demand is going about 200 to 300% a year. The demand is growing.
And then in terms of, the fire industry is changing, risks are changing. In terms of, battery fires, and again, this is something that I knew you deal with quite a lot, your customers deal with quite a lot. So maybe just explain how your solutions treat battery fires in that sense in compared to, traditional fires.
Yes, I understand. So the battery fires are most tricky fires, whereas there is a thermal runaway going on, and if you extinguish one cell and then another cell can get propagation that can cause a additional fire afterwards. However, we are basically using our system on lithium battery fires to avoid a further explosion or a further fire, but not fully extinguished, because lithium-ion fires cannot be fully extinguished, but you can make sure that the fire doesn't grow to have a further explosion or not move to another container. So instead of saying that aerosol fire extinguishers or another fire extinguishers extinguishing lithium-ion battery, we would like to say the reality that it's avoiding a further explosions or further fires by using HAFEX aerosol. So this is the way we protect lithium-ion batteries. However, we can fully extinguish other dry type of batteries, and other batteries are in the market. So this is what we do.
Final question then. So obviously your role is, CEO, fire engineer. So how do you balance that in terms of, obviously you do a lot of work yourself in terms of keeping your ear to the ground, monitoring what's going on in the industry. How do you balance the roles, and how do you use your experience as a fire engineer to look at how this company innovates for the future?
Right. Yes, as you said, I'm the CEO of the company, and also I'm the partner of the company, as well as we are dealing more than 43 countries, and I'm handling all of that and the manufacturing at the same time, along with the all marketing. So as an engineer, I work as in the production growth as an engineer. I work as a sales manager in another side, and seeing the world of because I've been to more than 20 countries in my life. I've studied in 3 different countries. So the world seeing for me is simple as, as the buildings are evolving anywhere in the world, that means there will be demand rising. And if there is a good product with a good quality, with a good service, that you can deliver the products on right time with good price earlier than any others, then you adapt yourself how this technology is evolving with the provision of the right service.
I think we can all look forward to what's coming next. Ufuk, as always.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to meet you.